Yeah, we're moving on to the statement number three.
Great.
Okay, we
Yeah.
try to decide whether this is a risk or benefit of using AI in humans working atmosphere or working situation. So number three is AI will improve healthcare by providing early diagnosis and personalized treatment plans at greatly reduced cost. Okay. Please try to analyze this statement if you can understand. If you cannot, you can give question.
I guess it is a benefits of AI.
Mhm.
Because we actually can just tell about our disease, and they will provide or showing like um the diagnosis
Mhm.
and show us how to um uh the cure about the diagnosis. And it's actually great because it is free cost, so we have to pay, like we go to doctor and we just cost like 200, and it
Oh
is
yeah.
really free, totally free. So it is
Okay.
really great. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the bad side is we um after knowing the diagnosis from AI, we just have a self diagnosis. So
Mhm.
I guess it's not really good for us, because if you want to know the real diagnosis, or you want to know, you have to go to doctor
Oh, yeah.
to know the diagnosis.
So, do you think that the diagnosis from AI is accurate enough?
Not 100% accurate, but it can be.
It can be. Okay. Let's say maybe 70 to 80% accurate,
Yeah.
right? So for sure, we have to go to the doctor
hmm
for fixed information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you also, because it will also reduce the cost. We don't have to go to the doctor. While going to the
hmm
doctor, making appointment with the doctor, we need time for making an agreement with the doctor, right?
Hmm.
Making an appointment, something like that. When we are going to make an appointment, we have to pay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a kind of benefit. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, next, moving on to number four. AI will be designed to follow ethical frameworks that reduce human biases and make decisions that are based on the greater good for more people.
Um, I actually uh don't know the the meaning of ethical frameworks.
Okay. Well, let me help. Ethical frameworks means the work plan and the ethical is something like in bahasa ethos, okay, etika, something like that. Um, and it will reduce human biases, means it will reduce the human's assumption of
Mm-hmm.
that frameworks and make the decisions that are based on the greater good for more people. It means that it will give enough information for more people, and they are able to make decision through the ethical frameworks from the AI.
Okay.
Can you understand?
Um, yeah.
So what do you think it
Um,
is?
I think it is a benefits for us, because um, sometimes we need an opinion from someone, but
Yeah. Mhm.
um, sometimes they can't give any opinion. So we could try AI, because they can solve our problem, and like making decision for us. So I think it will make people easier to find a way to solve their problem, or somehow when they need an opinion.
Wow, that's really awesome. Awesome opinion. I think that's really true. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
sometimes we need people to ask for advice, right?
Mhm.
Like what we have learned some meetings ago that we
Yeah.
need some advice from people, and it also we can also get advice from AI, right? So
Mhm.
we don't have to meet people for sure. We just use ChatGPT for consideration and for some inputs to make us sure whether our decision is right or wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
so it is a kind of benefit. Yeah, thank you. And then number five, cheap open source AI solution will give more people access to powerful technology, leading to global development and reduced inequalities.
Mm, cheap open source AI means like the more cheaper, like a cheaper um AI
Yeah,
or something like that. Okay.
yeah, that's true. Open source is it is more accessible. People can
Oh,
access
okay.
because it is open information.
Okay. Um, I guess it is a benefit because um a, a people a lot of people need AI. So but sometimes normally an application like need to cost like you need to pay for something,
Mhm.
but when they provide a cheap open source I guess it make people easier to access on AI, so everyone could try AI for their life.
Yeah, yeah. I hope more people are familiar with AI, but
Mhm.
I think in my place, not a lot of people know AI for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, why I have to introduce this to you because I think that
Mhm.
you have been familiar with AI because you're living in a big city and you of course you have got a lot of resources and a lot of insights
Mhm.
about AI, whether it is in school or in society or family. Okay, so let's decide that this is a benefit, right?
Yeah.
It is a benefit. Next, number six. AI will become a powerful tool for artists and enhance their creativity and help them offer new forms of expression.
Okay, I guess it is a benefits
Mhm.
because um when an artist need like a references or some resources that they can provide it, AI could provide it for um there, and um it will make the artist um like having a lot more creativity for
Mm.
their arts, and they can show more a lot of different arts for the people
Yeah,
around them.
yeah, yeah. Let's say there have been so many AI generated songs or musics.
Mm,
Like what is popular today is the Justin Bieber's song, right? The Justin Bieber
mm,
songs that is really viral, and I don't know that it is his real song, but I thought that it was AI production.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, because people use their intelligence to make their their post more viral, so they use the
Mm,
figure of Justin Bieber to and then mm, produce his song resembles to his voice, something like that. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is a benefit for celebrities or artists.
Yeah.
Okay. And then number seven, a few super rich tech companies will own all AI products. These companies will become so powerful they will control countries and governments. What do you think? It is a risk or benefit?
I thought it was a risk because um, if a company's like will um control the countries or government, I think it really a way of that situation
Yeah.
because um a countries need um their government, their president to control the country. So I guess it was a bad situation.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's say that it is too dangerous for our governments,
Mhm.
right? Too dangerous for our governments using AI. So this must be a risk for our
Yeah.
governments. Okay. And then number 8, the last is AI generated photos or videos will be able to take a person's image and create false content that appears to show the person doing or saying something they have never actually done. What do you think about this? Have you ever seen a photo or video produced by AI?
Yeah, I have seen.
Or what is it
So
for example?
uh, probably when you just post a picture, but an
Mhm,
AI can done it very well when you ask like something to do on the spec,
mhm.
and they make it a video that show what we are ask AI to do. And
Yeah.
I guess it really creative, but somehow sometimes it kind of weird.
Mhm.
But yeah, it is an AI, so yeah, it's really creative, I guess.
Okay, it's really creative. So, do you think it is a risk or benefit?
Mm, somehow it is a risk because we can make like a lot of fake stories or
Yeah.
fake situation, and if we share it into the social media and people could um trust on only one video that um not really sure, not 100% real, but they can trust it and probably giving a hoax
Okay.
information.
Yeah, Hawks information. Yeah, but we can take a look at two sides, maybe from the
Yeah,
victim side and from the 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 owner of the video side. Maybe
yeah.
it can be a risk for the victim, right? Because
Mm,
we can be manipulated by their video or pictures, which is
yeah,
really fake, which is not true, based on fact, and we become a victim, right?
yeah,
But it is a benefit for the person. Maybe he's going viral and he's going money, something
yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, we have to see the victim because we don't, of course, by using crafts or intelligence, there should not
Mm,
be victims, right?
yeah.
And we have to avoid victims from our creation. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think this is very wonderful topic and very wonderful discussion. And we have shared a lot of risks and benefits of AI. And from here, after this, I want to play you some listenings. Okay. I want you
Okay.
to listen to some speakers through audio and please be patient. Okay, please you try to
I
listen.
think AI is going to have a
Okay.
terrible impact on education. Students are going to get it to do all their work for them. And then teachers will get it to mark the work. And in the end, nobody will be learning anything.
Okay, I
I think
replay.
AI is
Okay.
going to have a terrible impact on education. Students are going to get it to do all their work for them. And then teachers will get it to mark the work. And in the end, nobody will be learning anything.
Yeah. Can you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I still give you more.
Or how to prepare students for how they will use it. Well, I think it's a real challenge. We need to prepare students for the kinds of jobs they will be doing when they graduate. That will probably involve using AI for part of that work. But we don't really know how AI will change people's jobs or how to prepare students for how they will use it? Well, I think it's a real challenge. We need to prepare students for the kinds of jobs they will be doing when they graduate. That will probably involve using AI for part of that work. But we don't really know how AI will change people's jobs or how to prepare students for how they will use it.
Okay.
Okay.
So please be patient. I still have more, two more
Okay.
listenings.
And doing hard work. What's the point of getting AI to do the work for you? Learning is a process, and we need to start valuing that process, rather than the product. Certificates and qualifications are useless if you haven't done the work. I think there's a simple solution, and that is to ban AI from schools. Schools are places for learning, and that involves putting in thought and doing hard work. What's the point of getting AI to do the work for you? Learning is a process, and we need to start valuing that process, rather than the product. Certificates and qualifications are useless if you haven't done the work.
Do you understand, or should I replay?
Replay
I think there's a simple solution,
one more.
and that is to ban AI from schools. Schools are places for learning, and that involves putting in thought and doing hard work. What's the point of getting AI to do the work for you? Learning is a process, and we need to start valuing that process, rather than the product. Certificates and qualifications are useless if you haven't done the work.
Okay. One more.
Okay.
I will play one more.
You can have a conversation with AI while you're learning and ask it questions about almost anything. And think of all those places where teachers aren't available or don't want to go. Now, with access to an AI bot, anyone can learn pretty much anything from anywhere. I think
Yeah.
AI is going to improve things in so many ways. It can provide much more interactive ways of learning. You can have a conversation with AI while you're learning and ask it questions about almost anything. And think of all those places where teachers aren't available or don't want to go. Now, with access to an AI bot, anyone can learn pretty much anything from anywhere.
Okay, once again.
I think AI is going to improve things in so many ways. It can provide much more interactive ways of learning. You can have a conversation with AI while you're learning and ask it questions about almost anything. And think of all those places where teachers aren't available or don't want to go. Now, with access to an AI bot, anyone can learn pretty much anything from anywhere.
Yeah. You've heard 4 opinions about AI. Okay?
Yeah.
4 opinions about AI. Based on their opinion, which speaker do you think is most optimistic about the use of AI?
Probably the first and the second one.
First and second.
Yeah, because she said that AI will have a terrible impact for students, and actually I'm kind of agree with it because somehow student just throwing or asking a question to AI and they just copying it from AI 100%.
Mhm.
So they couldn't improve their knowledge, I guess, because they just need AI to answer their question, and yeah, the teacher will only marks on it without knowing the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really appreciate that. Okay. Later we will discuss and I will give you the scripts. Okay. So
Okay.
the audio one is for listening, but I also have the scripts for further
Okay.
understanding of the what they are talking about. And one
Okay.
more. which opinion do you agree the most? Whose opinion do you agree the most? The first, second, third, or fourth?
I forgot. But it is a man who said that with a certification and qualification is really useless when you haven't done nothing. So I agree
Yeah.
100% with it because it learning it is depending on ourselves because
Yeah.
we can depend 100% on AI. So we should gain more information from AI and start learning it, not just um, copying like 100% on our homework. So we have to learn too.
Yeah. And especially we have to work, right? We have to
Yeah.
work because even though you go to postgraduates, go to university, but only certificate
Mm,
and your qualifications are useless, right?
yeah.
Why? Because you don't do the works. You
Mhm.
haven't done the work. So we have to work. Okay. Well, thank you. Now let's see the scripts. Okay, here's the script. Script number one, I think AI is going to have a terrible impact on education. Students are going to get it to do all their work for them. And then teachers will get it to mark the work. And in the end, nobody will be learning anything. Okay. What
Mm.
do you think about this opinion, the script number one? Do you agree or do you support this or not?
I agree with this opinion because when students have their assignment, they sometimes use AI, and the AI will provide the answer from the student question. So I think the student will learn nothing from it. They just copying the answer, and yeah, they will get the mark from the teacher score, and
Yeah.
it mean nothing.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I also heard information. I read a video on TikTok that a student in university may arrange his thesis, something like script or thesis, but using AI, and then the teacher um, posted his work on ChatGPT, and it was
Mm,
really analyzed that it was really copied, not done by the student. So
mm,
the teacher also can analyze whether it is original or not
yeah,
using
yeah.
ChatGPT or using AI. Okay, so therefore a teacher also should be wise enough to know whether the student work is original or not, right?
Yeah,
Okay, let's
yeah.
go to number two. Well, I think it's a real challenge. We need to prepare students for the kinds of jobs they will be doing when they graduate, and that will probably involve using AI for part of that work. But we don't really know how AI will change people's jobs or how to prepare students for how they will use it. What do you think about this opinion? Do you agree?
Um, yeah, I agree because like the technology development is really improving. So, I guess AI will dominate human position in the job. So we have to prepare um a job for ourselves or young generation to have a job in the future, and hopefully the AI couldn't um, dominated the position of the job.
Okay. Yeah. It will be a challenge because one day in the future, AI will dominate the job for
Yeah.
future employers, right?
Mm,
Future employees, and they don't have enough opportunity for jobs. Okay, and
mm.
then number three. Would you read, please? Number three.
I think there's a simple solution, and that is to ban AI from schools. Schools are places for learning, and that involves putting in thought and doing hard work. what's the point of getting AI to do the work for you? Learning is a process, and we need to start valuing that process rather than the product. Certificates and qualification are useless if you haven't done the work.
Okay. Yeah. From this statement, which part of the opinion do you like the most?
The last sentences, certificates and qualification are useless if you haven't done the work.
Okay, yeah, I like it too. Certificates and qualifications are useless if you haven't done the work. Therefore, in today's graduates, so many people from Indonesia graduate, but they don't work. Okay?
Yeah.
They don't
Mm-hmm.
work, they have cum laude, something like that. They have very
Yeah.
good grades,
Mm.
but they're lazy to work. And that is really
Yeah.
bad. That is really bad for Indonesian generation.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
I also love this. You can look at this. Learning is a process. Okay,
Yeah.
learning is a process, and we need to start valuing that process rather than that product. So don't look at the
Mm.
product, but look at the process. Okay,
Yeah.
because there is a process behind every success. Therefore,
Mm.
if you see someone is successful, don't see that image first. You have to ask
Yeah.
how
Mm-hmm.
he did it in the past, how he did it, because
Mm-hmm.
there must be a lot of process, a lot of
Yeah.
challenges, and a lot of hard work before the success happened. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I like this one. Learning is a process, and I don't really like with the idea of grading system in Indonesia having very good marks, but do not have any skills and
Yeah.
values.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I really appreciate and respect those who are working very hard.
Yeah.
Okay, and then number 4. Read please, number 4.
I think AI is going to improve things in so many ways. It can provide much more interactive ways of learning. You can have a conversation with it while you're learning and ask it questions about almost anything. And think of all those places where teachers aren't available or don't want to go. Now, with access to an AI bot, you can learn pretty much anything.
Yeah. So this number 4 really supports the AI, right?
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
supports the AI, and he tries to stimulate data and advantages of using AI. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
every product, every invention has its own negative and positive. Okay,
Yeah.
so we can conclude that the first number 1 is quite pessimistic about AI. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and number 2 is also a pessimistic uh, person because he exposes the negative of using AI.
Yeah.
Okay, and number 3 also exposes the negative the disadvantage of AI, while number 4 is exposing the positive of AI. Of course,
Yeah.
every product, every invention has its own positive and its own negative. So we can say
Mm-hmm.
that my question just now was, whose opinion is most optimistic? Okay,
Mm.
towards AI knowledge or AI existence. So we can decide that number 4 is optimistic about the AI existence in this
Mm-hmm.
script. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is our lesson today, and we have talked very much about AI, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we can, when you are talking about AI, maybe in your presentation, but because you are going to do business, you can also learn about AI in your future.
Yeah.
Okay,
Agree.
because AI will help you and will help you deal with the work very difficult one
Mm-hmm.
and make your contribution and distribution more epic and more creative and more artistic in the future. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't say that AI is bad. Okay, I think AI is good, just based on how we use this technology.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what is your conclusion about AI before we close the meeting?
My conclusion is, I guess AI in some positive way is really helpful for us for doing something, probably like problem solving, decision making, and a lot of more. Um, So I guess in a positive way it is really helpful for us, but in negative way we um it like a concern condition for young generation because they can just easily get the answer they ask for without the much information that they know. So um probably it will affect their um
Quality.
um quality. Yeah. Probably like that. But yeah, somehow AI is helpful.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Vera. I really appreciate all of your thoughts today. And we don't realize that our time is already over because we have very hot information today. Very, very good topic today because we really enjoyed this conversation. So thank you very much, Vera. I think this is the end of our class, and maybe for the next activity, maybe something like to do, something like homework. I will post if it is possible
Yeah. Okay.
because for today I specialize for speaking. Okay, speaking, and next
Okay.
time will be grammar. So that's why
Okay.
I don't prepare for your project at home.
Okay.
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 So thank you very much, and please enjoy your weekends and give my regards to your family. See you next
Thank you so
time.
much. Yeah. See
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.